Welcome to Fixing Education Made Easy and Affordable. We live in a neat little town in the heart of Northern California, once home to a historic naval shipyard. It's a beautiful place and a short drive to some of the world's greatest cities and sights. A mixed-income community with affordable homes and housing. A family town with working-class values. Proud to be America's most diverse city. We love our sports, and we're the hometown to dozens of world-famous athletes and entertainers. It's a place where great kids and families of every background love living and playing together. We like to think of it as the city of all Americans. But like all American cities these days, we have some big and interconnected problems. In many ways, we are the poster child for what's going on all across America. Unemployment is high. Thousands of families have lost their homes. Property values are 1/3 what they were. Dozens of businesses have closed. And our city went bankrupt and struggles to fund basic services, much less the arts, nonprofits, and youth activities. The state can't help, and the cost of living is increasing. And I'm guessing more taxes are on the way. In general, it's a safe town with good Samaritans. But with fewer police, many are glad the guardian angels showed up. Because sadly, like most American cities, we have more than our share of kids killing kids. The root of our problems, and the solution to them, is our schools. In 2004, our school district landed in a fiscal and academic crisis. The district needed the largest per capita bailout in state history. The state administrator and his staff have reinstated fiscal control with solid management, but also by firing teachers, cutting programs, and closing schools. This has done little to fix our schools and give our kids a chance at college and a world of choice. 6 years into state receivership, 40% still drop out. 60% of minority males. Of those who graduate, only 22% are college ready. When you do the math, only 2% of our minority males will make it to and through college. And we wonder why we have the economic and social issues we do. If that's not enough, 4 of 7 middle high schools were ranked in the bottom percentage of the state. We've lost 25% of our students. Yet despite being offered real, albeit new solutions, our district refuses to change their model, otherwise known as the status quo. What's even sadder is that this is happening all across America. And that's why I believe our story needs to be discussed beyond our small little town. The list of problems seems impossible to solve. And I'm sorry, singing Kumbaya and whitewashing the situation won't magically fix these problems. Yet something must be done. This isn't T. Boone Pickens, nor is it someone with any political aspirations. But there's a better way. To repair our reputation and reposition our city as the Mecca it should be. An opportunity to lead, maybe even the world, with real solutions that fix these problems and save us money. It starts by creating this country's best schools. By now you've probably noticed that the world is changing. So when will our schools? It's time for a new direction, something bolder, smarter, fundamentally better. What if there was a simple yet comprehensive plan to create a new competitive standard for America's K-12 schools? One that gave all children a truly world-class education, that obliterated achievement gaps, minimized dropout rates, accelerated performance, improved financials, enhanced instruction, added relevance and breadth, real-world application, improved and expanded facilities, included the arts, music, and extracurricular activities, including athletics for all. And what if it enticed parental involvement, improved health, and melted away obesity in a safe, secure culture of learning and the highest standard of excellence? Schools that fully prepared young adults for a world of choice, college, career, and beyond. And what if it also saved the jobs of great teachers, increased teacher income and career satisfaction, created new jobs and reduced teacher shortages? And what if this solution also reduced crime, cured the epidemic of violence, tackled modern family, social, and economic issues head-on, saved families a few $1,000s a year, while easing hectic schedules and modern family burdens, and provided a great place for seniors to stay active, socialize, and contribute, all without new laws or new taxes, for less than the national average, making it fundable even in California? Would it improve our reputation, reverse family flight, fill vacant homes with new families and increase property values, attract business and create jobs, together increasing city revenue to help fund city services, and become a cornerstone to community and revitalization? Would that make our city a better place to live and raise a family? We know it sounds impossible, but it isn't. All right, but how? I think we have to keep in mind something Winston Churchill once said. It is no use saying we are doing our best. You have to succeed in doing what is necessary. Who I am is of no particular significance, but for the curious, I'm just an average American who grew up in two different worlds. A Midwest transplant to California who has an all-American family, and I'm a high-tech executive who made a career out of solving chronic problems others ran away from. When we moved to our new community, we started a local life skills and basketball camp and fell in love with the kids. When our school district had the problems they did, we had an idea, a revolutionary new idea, and tried to get them to act. But it was too bold, and they thought they had a plan. That's when we felt called to act, when others wouldn't. I can tell you that I've done my homework. We developed our vision, researched for truth, worked with the experts, traveled the country, visited winning schools all across America, and met a who's who's list of the winners. And out of that, we developed a model and affordable business plan. I found two main things. First, that the dream is possible, even in lower-funded states like California, if you make smart and sometimes difficult funding choices and use a little creativity. Second, the public is not getting the full truth. In most states, they absolutely waste a ton of money, and that the dogma is wrong. You see, the winners focus on entirely different things than what the public is led to believe. If you just follow the money and only fund the programs that actually impact student achievement, this is possible. The truth is, the fixes don't fix these problems. In fact, the more you hear a politician, pundit, or educator ranting about parental involvement, smaller classes, lack of funding, certified teachers, new special curriculum, and learning academies, the less likely they will ever get your child to college. I know this is hard to accept. I started in the same place most of you are, but we've been brainwashed to believe dogma instead of data. But the truth is that the winners, the people revolutionizing education and proving that any kid from anywhere can win, don't focus on any of these failed solutions. Instead, they understand To fix American education, we have to face reality and tackle modern educational, economic, social, and familial realities head on. Because academic success is really a function of the big picture. A child's parents, the family, the peers, the neighborhood, the school, our society, the media, the economy, and the world. All those different forces matter. In other words, circumstance matters. Poverty matters too. In traditional schools, academic success directly correlates to income. In winning schools, they're able to get results anyway. Ultimately, the family a child is born into matters. We think a little dose of reality could help. Before the recession, every parent worked in 80% of U.S. households. 60% of our kids are raised in either a single or divorced home. And 50% of low-income parents dropped out themselves. 10% of our kids have parents that are felons. And in California, nearly 40% of parents aren't even fluent in English. So when you consider that the ratio of kids to parents goes from 1 to 1 to 3 to 1 in poorer households, we want to ask you, what are the chances of those parents being able to successfully tutor all of their kids in 21 subjects each and every evening? The world has changed. As Ray Bradbury once said, you don't have to burn books to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading them. Left on their own, our kids are living in a completely different world. They spend very little time anymore reading, but they spend 7.5 hours a day with electronics and average one stimulus every 7 seconds. Today's teens only talk with their parents 2 minutes a day. So it's no surprise that academic performance directly correlates to the time spent watching TV and playing video games, and that the gaps correlate as well. The amount of time spent studying directly correlates to the academic success of American students. Left on their own, the voids are happy to fill in, and the result are the other modern pressures teens face. Things like drugs, alcohol, sex, bullying, and homelessness. But that's not the really scary part. It's time to wake up, America. The biggest war we're fighting is here at home. Millions of our children are living in war zones. Over 3,600 teens are killed each year on American soil. That's 6 times the number killed in Iraq and Afghanistan combined. America now has more gangs, 40,000 of them, than high schools. It's no surprise. In fact, it's actually amazing that there are only 2,000 dropout factories in this country. And we blow away the competition when it comes to teen shootings. So we want to propose a new paradigm that maybe it's naive to believe that every parent has the time, energy, inclination, aptitude, and resources to effectively tutor all of their children in all of their subjects. And that if we want all children to succeed, school designs must no longer risk a child's future by depending on their parents or their circumstance. It's time for all American schools to take full responsibility for the academic success of every student. And because we are way behind and the changing world demands it, an unprecedented new level of education is needed. By the time our children become adults, they may be expected to have as many as a dozen careers in their lifetime. We think it's time for an even broader, deeper education. And understand that in today's globally competitive environment, where the job market is sure to be cutthroat, that a bachelor's degree is the new prerequisite. So to create a new standard, it takes something that's not just a little bit different. It takes something that's really new and really captures people's imagination. And with that, I'd like to talk to you about New Era schools, what we believe is the future of American K-12 education. I think Steve Jobs summed it up best when he said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." We are a mission-driven organization, and our goals go way beyond graduation or even college. It's about fully preparing each student for a life of success. So meet the New Era, entrepreneurial Renaissance athletes, fit to challenge life and strengthen mankind. New Era graduates master the fundamentals, read hundreds of great books, compose original works, embrace computers, exercise religiously, manage a portfolio, and invent products. They play instruments, write business plans, intern with companies, know multiple languages, are active in community causes, and have their choice of college, career, and beyond. So what does one look like educationally? We'd like to say New Era will be a college prep on vitamins. We believe it's time to fill the hole in American education and develop the whole child from the inside out, starting with self-esteem and character, building a child's independence and academic skill, all the way through things like art, music, athletics, and social and professional skills. The winners have proven that the formula for success hasn't changed. It's time, it's direction. So New Era schools believe in using a lot more time to get a lot more learning. They'll have a longer day, year-round format, with longer core periods so that students can complete their homework in class with their teacher there to help them. That gives time for electives and nights and weekends for reading, projects, family and fun, and other personal ambitions. Our smarter schedule equates to 40% more learning, which equals 3 extra years of school, still leaving plenty of time for vacation and summer fun. Some feel this is drastic. No, it's not. It's necessary. American children rank 19th in the world, and our poor are 3 or 4 years behind. Our model provides those 3 extra years, and the flat world's going to demand it. Time to tackle reality head on, and time to take that time back. In other words, it's time we play to win, America. We're working to double the rate of learning with a new measure of success, a new report card we call What Counts assessment. It's an objective and subjective part to it, with the aptitude based on an international scale, and it's focused on potential, but working toward a success-by-success, step-by-step methodology. And that gives us the means to test ideas and improve schools. New Era's educational ecosystem is based on our core value, responsibility. We believe that winning schools combine love and discipline. At New Era, we'll have 5 simple rules. Be responsible, do your best, play the right way, never give up, and follow your dreams. In short, be a model. New Era schools will be physically designed to provide an unparalleled learning experience. We believe school facilities are one of the biggest areas of opportunity and need. Most districts spend 2 to 3 times what they should. One district recently spent nearly $500 million on a single school. Sure, it was beautiful, but they could have built a dozen New Era style schools for the same money and given many times as many students a winning community school environment. New Era schools are quality schools designed for unparalleled learning experiences, where form follows function, but they are not Taj Mahals and not shrines to self-important political wannabes. We would rather spend the taxpayers' money actually educating our children. New Era's educational epicenter is designed to provide students with a home away from home, a middle school, a high school, and an expansive community arts and recreation center that's open 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. 360 days a year, provides an enhanced learning experience for our kids as well as their families. And it provides after-school activities, a place for community involvement, and a full-service one-stop hub. Its fully utilized facility adds revenue through rents, night schools, senior centers, a health club, and food court. We believe our community school model provides the inspiration to accelerate perspiration. And that helps build a work hard, then play hard culture with a first things first attitude and real-time natural consequences. At New Era, more fun comes once the work is done. Ultimately, New Era represents much more for much less. Beyond a great education, New Era saves families thousands of dollars if you consider things like after-school childcare, after-school transportation, gas or busing, summer childcare, leagues, karate, camps, music lessons, health club memberships, 3 extra years of school. When it's all said and done, New Era's model is better for students, better for families, and better for the community. It's a whole new lifestyle, a catalyst to revitalization. To learn more, see neweraschools.com or order or download our complete vision, The Formula for a Revolution. To support our efforts to revolutionize education, please get involved or donate today. And if you happen to be a large-scale social investor or philanthropist, we've developed separate strategies to roll out schools like New Era and, at the same time, multiply your investment or philanthropic fund. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. Thank you for your time. We hope this presentation gives you a little more education and motivation to help revolutionize American schools and the schools in your own community.